Yes! Oh man, I'm in a bad place here. Well, good afternoon and welcome back to another fishing adventure. We have a small window today of wind where it's dropped after some mental and stormy winds, and it's actually going to get back up in about 3 hours time. So we have got a short-lived session out in the Jersey gutters searching for some bass. Now we've got a little bit of a breeze sweeping, and what's going to happen, it's coming from the north and the tide's going to come in, so when the tide changes we're going to get that uneven bounce of wind against tide. Just something that we're just going to have to deal with, but I think the plan is just to get out, tuck in and try and catch some fish over this kind of stuff that we're sitting over now. Now picture out there when the tide's higher and this is what's underneath. This is where all the bass are. Usually the bait fish congregate in these kind of areas and the bass just sit around. From when we're spearfishing, they just literally sit around doing nothing and then dart out for the fish. So we're going to get out there now and then hopefully we can get into some fish. Right, we're just heading out that way, to be honest. As you can see below us, it's all sand at the moment. You've got some weedy patches in front. We're going to push it out until it's consistent. But also look around for any birds. You've probably heard me say in a lot of my videos, always look out for the birds. You know, if you're having one of those days where it's pretty quiet, the birds can be a big help to catching fish. If you can spot the birds and they're darting around, I don't mean birds just flying around like normal. Birds that are swooping and darting and picking stuff up off the actual surface. If you can see that, that's kind of where you want to be. You want to kind of follow that around. Just a little story to start. I'm just working this estuary just over the weed line. It's a little bit deeper than it was before. We'll see if there's any fish about. Yup! Oh, there you go, first cast! Get in there! It's not a big fish, but it's a fish. Oh, he's fighting hard. I love these fish, sometimes they've got a proper little buzz to them. First fish of the session. Perfect. I always say get a pair of these. These are magic and absolutely perfect. Good start, really good start. You can probably see that in front of me the water is green and then brown. That's because that is a full-on weed bed. So anyone that comes out here looking for area, it's distinctive, the change in colour. Nice, mate. Scott's into a fish out there. Proper moody skies, eh? Proper moody skies. Quite a lot of fish in here, but they keep swooping my lure. Just going to try a really small soft plastic just to see if I get them on the chew. There's a hit. Always good to mix up your lures, always say it. You're casting one lure and it's not really happening, you might get the odd fish. Mix it up. Definitely a bit of rain in the air. They didn't say the rain was due for a while. Come on, I'm getting quite a few surface takes in this area, but nothing's chomped it up. You can probably see I'm fighting this wind. It's really hard to fish. I'll be happy with a couple of fish tonight in this session, to be honest. Really just got to make do with what's going on when you're out here. It can't always be perfect and pristine. While we're drifting through this sand, you might catch a stingray. Well, not catch one on the rod, but you might see one. Perfect area. I'm gonna go for a little hot belly ESPETIT, but I'm gonna get out of this run first, to be honest. Let's go. just moved, and now I'm going to use a little ESPETIT. This lure is tiny, so it'd be pretty hard to cast in the wind, but it goes a nice little way. It's only like a 95 this in size, so oh, you see that fish right next to the kayak chased me in, and all I'm doing is I'm just constantly reeling it with a little tap of the rod tip. Fish on! Oh! Oh! Yes! Oh man, I'm in a bad place here. Oh! I'm in a really bad place here. I might lose this. Oh, he's a nice fish. Thank God for that. Now that's a better fish. Much better. Well, there we go. Not a little bad little whippersnapper. He absolutely devoured the hot belly ESPETIT. But I've not had really much action for a while, so this is good going for now. I'm just going to stay on these little rocks. I'm pretty much stopped on the rocks here. I'm just fishing over a weed bed that's letting all the water run through. I'm going to put it back. Well, I'm going to stick with the ESPETIT, which just got me that better fish. As I say, it's a very small lure, but it casts really well. Just perked up on the rocks, well, on some weed, just fishing this little bit of run. Because the wind is driving us across this bay so quick, it's pretty hard to kind of stay on little areas which we usually fish. Perfect. You can probably get a feel of how quick the water is moving through these areas at the moment. You can see it washing in, and if we stay here long enough, you might be able to look at a rock, maybe the one on the end of there, and you'll see that it's probably be underwater in a minute. It's not happening really, is it? Hard work today. Just those two fish so far. I may go back to a soft plastic and just work it around this run. Kind of let it drift. Bring this slowly and just let it flutter through the run. Au natural. Got to take the rough with the smooth. I've had so many good sessions out here recently. Right, as you can probably see, it's absolutely lashing it down out there. Proper rain coming through right now, and you can see I'm drifting quick, so I'm going to get out of this gutter and try and stay put somewhere nice and easy while this rain just pushes over, because I don't really want to be paddling into this. So let's get out of here because I am drifting quickly. Oh, there you go, fish on. Only small. This is the smallest fish of the day. Smallest fish of the day. Tiny thing. Oh, there you go, and again. Oh. Only small again, but he wanted that. Probably the same fish. Tiny little fish. Oh, he nearly took my rod then. Oh, I thought he was off. Clippers do the job. Oh, that rain is coming down. Just those 4 fish so far. 1 okay, 3 hot dogs. But it's great fun out here. I'm just really enjoying, even though it's raining and that wind comes and goes. To be honest, that wind's dropped off a little bit in the last 10 minutes, but look at the rainbow out there. Can you see it? Nice rainbow. Big pot of gold at the end. Wow, that rainbow's nuts now. Look at that. Pretty incredible. That wind's definitely dropped off because my surface lure is going miles. For its size, it's pretty amazing. Rock there. Where are the fishies? Is that a fish? Oh, I think this is a fish. Oh man, yeah, there's a fish. Oh, that's an alright fish as well. Oh, he's darting around. There we go. He's darting around. Oh, oh, he's not bad at all. Let's try and get him around here. Yes. Get in there. Oh, he's not bad at all. I would take that half any day. Oh man, he's lovely. Well, the change worked. Went over to a soft plastic in this little area. Just had that fish. He was giving me the proper runaround in this heavy flow. This time taken on a YKR soft plastic. I just picked this little area because this is an area that we were kayaking around before and it was very flat, and yeah, there was a lot going on, so there you go, soft plastic out. Another fish bites the duster. Right, let's go again. Nice. Quick look, that's what we're fishing over. Pretty crazy stuff. That's why I'm getting stuck sometimes as well. Rod tip high as well, because if you don't, you're going to get stuck on the weed. Which I did the cast before I caught that fish. All I'm doing is just imitating a little sand eel that's just cruising around, shitting itself. And if you cast and you let it drop too quickly, that's when it's going to get stuck as well. I can smell manure, and I haven't crapped myself. We've got company. There's a massive seal just behind me. I wonder where he'll go. Oh, he's following me. Can you see him behind us? Big seal following me. Yep. He's just back there. Can you see him? Just there. Big sea Labrador. He's disappeared. Makes me think that he's probably around me somewhere. He's going to pop up. There he is. Right behind me there. Ah! He's like a beagle that swims. that is the end of this session. We have been out for a few hours now. The tide's really starting to push hard now, and I'm drifting quicker than I'm actually fishing. It's yeah, I'm catching up on the lure when I'm casting. It's the kayak's catching up with the lure, especially when I'm working the surface lure. So it's not the best, but it's been a fun session, to be honest. We've been out. I've caught a handful of fish. Scotty's probably caught a handful of fish as well. Best fish, well, most fish came on this little hot belly ESPETIT, which is a FISHUS lure. This is a 95mm. It was perfect. I had a few fish also on the trusty Asturi, but they didn't really like a fancy to that today. Maybe the colour was putting them off. Also had fish on the YKR as well. But yeah, we just had to get out. We had to fight through the rain as well. It was pissing it down at one stage. And I had that big hefty seal that followed me around for like 20 minutes. Wasn't good. And I think that's what shut off the fish, because I was over a really nice area where the water was coming up to some rocks and then over it. And on the other side was just a bed of weeds. Anything getting pushed over to it, bang. And that's what I had pretty much as it came over the ledge. Smashed me. But then the fish started boiling and I was like, what's going on? Big seal. What can you do? This area is his, not mine. His natural habitat. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you really enjoyed. I hope you learned something. Always remember, cast till you catch. Yeah, big smiles all the time. It doesn't matter on the weather, the conditions. Just enjoy your fishing. Get out there, cast, and see if you can catch a fish. That's what it's about. Cheers.